Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon, and you're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all. Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence.
Hey, everybody. Happy New Year's Eve. How are you? It's Tuesday, the best day of the week. Why? Because I get to rock out with all of you. How you doing? Hey, y'all. Today is your girl's temporary, right, Norm? Temporary last day on the Making Me Matter radio show so that I can go ahead and get this law degree so I could start prosecuting folks like those cops in Brooklyn. Amen. How about that? Norm? I can't wait. Mommy said to me, "You don't want to be a defense attorney?" I said, absolutely not. Because what I'm not going to do is defend anybody who's coming to me that I know is guilty. Norm can't do it. And I said, and plus, you don't see a whole lot of black women prosecutors. You don't see a lot of it. And I ain't scared to go ahead and go after people. I think I kind of got a history of doing that anyway. Ilka, God bless you. Good to see you. Tracy Cox, good to see you. You guys go ahead. Tell me how your day was. How was your week? How was your Christmas? Did I speak to anybody on Christmas? No, because Christmas was on a Wednesday. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing super duper dope well. Y'all, so I'm excited that it's a new start again to finish. And finally, Norm, I'm going to have a whole degree. Y'all, I'm so super duper dope excited. Norm, I got you. Let somebody come for you. I'm prosecuting to the fullest extent. Pastor Danielle Brown. That's my girl. Girl, I heard y'all had a good time. If you guys have not visited Shiloh Baptist Church, where Pastor the Reverend Dr. Pastor Danielle Brown is the senior pastor, right on. Check this out. I even know the address. 515 West 5th Street. Yes, I got it right. Hey, Stacy, how are you? I heard Pastor Danielle Brown had a day party today that I couldn't make. I'll tell you. I'll text you all the drama that happened to me today. And when I tell you, hey, Neekums. Yeah, Neek, this is my last day for the show just today until I get this degree. So the best thing for me to do is do what? Come with my favorite color, because pink makes me happy. Pink makes me happy. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I smell amazing. I always smell amazing when I come in here. No, don't I always smell good? He knows I spray like crazy. And plus, I always keep something around. You know, I'm like a lotion junkie. Hey, Rico, good to see you. Hey, Sissy, y'all are popping in. Shanique is out in the Detroit. Tracy, I'm glad you had a great Christmas. Sissy, all the way from Sissy, isn't it Newark, East Orange? Oh, thank you, Ilka. I pray that the judicial system does need me. Thank you. Hey, Andrea, good to see you. I'm super excited. Rico, yo, what's good? Y'all, I'm just excited because this is the last day of 2024. Y'all ain't gonna be able to take me for the next hour because I'm super duper dope excited. So again, if you guys have not had a chance, go ahead, tag a friend, text a friend, and tell a friend that the Making Me Matter radio show is indeed on the air, rocking out with y'all for the rest of the next hour. And so, you know what hit me? I didn't do my Norbit skit. I'll do Norbert at the end. At the end of the day, I want to share a couple of things with you guys. You guys know I like to let you guys know what's going on. So this Saturday, somebody say this Saturday, I'm super duper dope excited to say that my Unbothered the Movement conference will be taking place. Y'all, and can I make a statement? The seats are going fast. Y'all know how, who was it? The people at the Pines Manor said, Tiff, you know, they always register at the last minute with you. You know, we expecting more than what you normally. I said, I know. But the Bible says, do not think more of yourself than you ought to. And I don't. So I always do a certain number. And every time I do this number, I always go over close to 50 some odd people. And that's nothing but God, that people even want to pay to even be in the place with myself and several other people. So I'm going to clap for y'all. Big shout out to y'all that want to support and that have over the years. This is going on the 6th year. And so let me give you a little taste of what's about to pop off. Ow! Shout out to everyone who has supported Unbothered faithfully every year. We have a lot of new people coming. We got a lot of new vendors. Now, I'm just going to say this to you. There's one vendor that I don't want you guys to be surprised about. I personally called them and said, I need you here for me. And so you'll see when you get there. I won't be talking about it. But at the end of the day, I'm a whole grown woman. And because the theme is no filter, I'm going to do what I want to do. And I ain't got no filter. And so I'm looking forward to this time. I see my auntie Teresa. Deborah Days, good to see you. Stacy, thank you so much. I'm so glad you love the show. I am going to get that degree. Thank you. If you haven't, Stace, I think, are you in the Unbothered group? Why do I feel like you are? Shahira Brown Wright, God bless you. Good to see you. Robin Wright, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, Shay. Ty, I will see you in a few minutes. Margaret, I don't know how to call you that. Sissy, Hillside. That's what I thought you. I'm like, I know you up north somewhere. Where you at? So if you have not registered, go to www.unbotheredthemovement.com and register. Just to let you know, just because you go ahead and put your name in where it says, I want to RSVP, just because you put your name in does not mean you are registered. The page says you are not registered until you make your payment. So, hey, Tanya. So there's several of you that I'm so glad that you went on and said, I'm RSVPing. Yes, for me. But make sure after you RSVP, make sure you go directly to the part underneath where you make your payment as to if you're going to do the general admission, if you're going to do the VIP package. Big shout out to Denise Davis, who bought 2 platinum packages today for she and her sister. Her sister was asleep And I think she woke the sister up, or she said something to the sister like, are we going to Unbothered this year? And the sister said, I thought you took care of it. I thought, we go. So big shout out to Denise, who registered today. Big shout out to Minister Deborah Ferguson. I see you. Thank you so much, Minister Deborah. I got your stuff today, too. I saw it. Thank you. So, y'all, that's this Saturday, Unbothered Women's Conference. The theme is No Filter, hashtag No Filter. So I'm so looking forward to that. And then, of course, tonight I'll be in church, and then I'm chilling after that. I got peoples to party with. I'm turning up. We partying. Thank you, Risa. I'm wearing this to church. I am wearing this to church. And you should see, y'all don't judge me for doing this, right? I don't know if you can see it. Wait.
Go ahead.
Okay, you ready? Those are the boots. Dun, dun, dun. Now you guys get to see how your girl is officially blinged out for New Year's. How about that?
Them boots is making her pay bills.
Listen.
Oh, you got them boots?
You got them boots? Yeah, we're going to be a little sparkly tonight because I am going into 2025 with a smile. I'm sparkling. I'm going to smile. I'm going to shine bright like a diamond. But a diamond doesn't really shine bright. A diamond has a radiance and a brilliance. But at the end of the day, that's it. Cassandra Jenkins Williams, God bless you. Good to see you. Shahira, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Let me tell you something. I overdo a lot of stuff. Usually I over accessorize. You don't have to with the shirt, and then of course with the sparklies on the boots. Thank God for my girlfriend, my sissy, who bought them for me. I wasn't going to say it, but I'm not ashamed to say it. My sissy bought them for me. She saw them and thought of me and bought them. I'm glad y'all like these boots. I might cut a step tonight. It take a minute for me to just go ahead and shout, because I'm not one of those that gotta shout off of every little thing. But I might do it tonight. Listen, Moo. Hey, Moo. I'm telling you, I'm going into 2025 really trying to make sure that I really do that. Stay fab. I'm totally going to try my best to do that. Happy New Year to you too, Sheila Wright Peterson. It's good to see you. So I wanted to talk real quick tonight about the transition, okay? About the transition. Not only the transition from the sense of just, temporarily leaving the station to go ahead and pursue this law degree, but from the sense of life. Going into this new year, India Baker, God bless you. Good to see you. How are you? Happy New Year. At the end of the day, we are transitioning into a whole new year. A whole new year. Thank you, Ilka. And if there was something that Wanda Webster Stansberry, God bless you. She calls me the Unbothered Queen. I love her. Thank you. And she super heavily supports Unbothered from a whole nother state and will share my stuff every single day. I absolutely thank you for that. Let me clap for you, Wanda. So here's my question to y'all. As we get ready to go into 2025, as we transition to 2025, what is it that you can be honest with yourself about that needs to stay in 2024? What is it that you are just like, I am not bringing this over into the new year? This, them, that. What is it that you are determined to keep here in this year? That you're committed to treating yourself and handling yourself better versus mishandling it and bringing stuff over into the next year when God doesn't want that. Some things need to be left behind. Whew. And that can be hard. What is it that you need to do different for you before the stroke of midnight tonight? What is it that you need to be doing? Mama Wanda Darden is on. Good to see you. Transitioning for my transformation. I promise you on my life, Neek, I promise on my life, I just said those exact words to somebody this week. And who was it I said it to? I can't remember, but if they end up watching the show, I just said transitioning for my transformation this week. And Shahira said one-sided relationships. Ooh, with family and friends. Hey, my girl, Sherry Ann. Her name is Sherry Ann Crumbly Norm, but her one name to me will never just be Sherry Ann. Her name is my girl, Sherry Ann. That's one word. But no one could call it that. Only me. Hey, my girl, Sherry Ann. Yeah. One-sided relationship with family and friends. What do you guys need to transition from in 2024? Well, can I be honest with you about something? I need to transition from suppressing feelings. I need to transition from suppressing emotions when people do things. Because here's the thing, I got a 3-strike rule. So it's a 1 thing, okay. 2, I let it slide. After that second, I get explosive. So this time around, like the meaning of my conference is #NoFilter. I'm dealing with stuff head on. And Shanique has known me for like 20 some odd, almost 30 years. She knows my temper. And so God has brought me along. I'm telling y'all right now, God has brought me a long way. You know, God has brought me a long way. Jai Peterson, good to see you. God bless you. But the one thing that I had to learn to do was choose to be self-controlled when people do things, or me having the self-control to not do things to people when I know that they're doing things and lying in my face. Let me read Moo. Moo, you said, I'm not allowing my emotions to take over. See, we talking about the same thing. I'm not allowing my emotions to take over. I struggle with some transitions and I allows it to cause anxiety. Moo, I could talk to you behind closed doors about that. I mean, when I tell you I get it, and people don't understand, anxiety can lead to depression. And when you're in a mode of depression, you start thinking things and you start playing on your mind. Your mind starts playing games with you where it's like, did I really do this? Am I really this bad of a person? But they did this, and they don't see nothing that they did. But everything that I did is wrong. Girl, you said I dealt with the change of who I thought I was close to, girl, and to realizing I wasn't considered their close. Shanique said, yes, he has. I'm proud of you. Hey, La Asia. God knows. Asia L. Johnson. God knows I couldn't do life without you. That's the truth. Moo. Jai Peterson, I hope I'm saying it right. God bless you. Moo, when I tell you, I had said in a couple of videos, 2 videos this year, within the past couple of weeks, hey, Abby, that I am determined to show up for me. Ty, I'm going to read what you said, and I'm going to come back to that. Anyone who interrupts my peace, then there is no me in that equation. Remove the gift of me without explanation. Manira said it started to affect my self-confidence. Moo, I can tell you days. And see, so here's the thing. Moo, let me just be honest, because you a drop-dead gorgeous girl show-stopping. I'm not, no shade to nobody. But to me, Manira is the prettiest girl in the church. Now, I'm not gassing her up. I don't say, Moo, I don't say nothing I don't mean. I promise you that. I think you are the prettiest girl at Judah. Now, the one thing I know is that people see us made up. People see us, they see that we're attractive young ladies. They see that we keep a smile on our face. They see that we keep it together. They see this perspective of what we present. Because here's the thank you, Holy Spirit. Because here's the thing. That's what we give them. We don't give them our pain. We show them, we got this pleasurable life. Everything is just great. They don't see our pain. And so at the end of the day, we mask ourselves, right? Half the time people have no idea that so many people that are pressing forward, smiling every day, at night are in a fetal position, a fetus position. Y'all said it right, fetal position. Crying or hugging a pillow, stressed out, or not sleeping because their mind is like playing the day over again, or not even just the day. Their mind is triggered to things that have happened that they have let slide for so long, that has never been dealt with. And it becomes consuming to us, while the ones who have done the damage are completely living a life of freedom like nothing is going on. Let me get to some of these comments. Neek said, leaving my old me behind, truly letting me die so I can be the Shanique God purposed me to be. Yeah. Ilka said, being more selfish and stepping out of my comfort zone. I'm not even mad at you for that. I need to stop putting others first before myself. Age, I love you to life. Ilka, I'm with you on that. Ilka, I'm not going to put the situation out there. Hey, Queen B, I see you, Queen B. When I tell you, Ilka, I'm not going to put the situation out. I had 2 heavy situations. Usually, I'm trying to figure stuff out when people ask me for money, when people ask me for things. I'm trying to I'm like, okay, Tiffany, they can't do it. You can pull it together. They can't. You figure out how to do this for them. Make it happen. Then I'm like, okay, well, I can't do this, but I know people that can. Let me reach out to my resources and see if I can get them to help me help them. Y'all, I had to tell 2 people with 2 pretty serious situations. I pray that God blesses you and that God's grace and mercy is yours, and that favor, that you feel God's favor. I had to remind myself, Tiff, Edna Mode, The Incredibles is my movie. Edna Mode said, no capes. Take it off. Because Edna said capes kill. I can't. You can't. As we transition, be solid and okay with telling people you cannot, you won't, and it is what it is. Just that simple. Shanique said, I'm keeping promises to myself. Good. I love you too, Moo. Then, yeah, we hide it well. Tracy Cox said, leaving old me, wanting the new me to glow and conquer my goals. Good for you. Hey, Stephanie Fields. How you doing, Steffi? Smooth P. Good to see you, Smooth P. Kiss my girl. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, Ty said, he is the savior. It's not me. Ty? Ty, I had to get to that place. And you know what? I'm there now. I was not there before. I was like, okay, I don't want to tell them no. I got to figure this out. Part of my transitioning is, Tiffany, be solid with your no. Be okay with your no. You tell this to everybody else. You help everybody else not only succeed, you help everybody else with their no. You help everybody else surpass things that you should have been doing. No shade to nobody. Period. No shade. I'm just saying the things that I should have been doing and should have been focused on. And I'm sure y'all can relate to this. I have put a stop to focus on this person or people that are that need and that want, and I can't do it. Doosan Tech, what's good? You know, so as we transition into 2025, let your no be no. Let your yes be yes. And y'all, be okay with your no. I've seen and heard stories of people taking advantage of people, taking people for granted, not by accident, but because they thought they can. And this is now part of No Filter. Y'all, I'm going all the way off on Saturday about this. I'm so glad I got a space to say what I want, and ain't nobody gonna stop me. My mom's gonna be there. She knows she can't stop me. She can't do nothing with me. My mom knows. Listen, that's her mouth. It is what it is. At the end of the day, we don't owe anybody anything, but we owe God everything. And the one thing God does not want for us is for us to be so drained that we're useless. For us to be so drained that people can't even recognize the God in us. Because when people drain and suck the life out of us, guess what it does? It makes you hangry. It makes you hungry. Yeah, hangry. You know why? Not hungry for food, but hungry for some type of nourishment, because these people have taken so much from you. It now gets to a point where am I going to get replenished? Who's going to pour back into me after I've given myself when these people didn't even deserve it? And I know that they did this. I know that they do that. And God keeps showing me in my face that these people have lied for years. And I just had a situation the other day where I just got my final proof. Somebody lied to me about something. And then I saw something and I said, you can't tell me that they're not this. I know they are, because I get a chance to see it for myself. Y'all, at the end of the day, as Daddy would tell me, don't be nobody. Big shout out to my father. My father literally will tell me and teach me how to do stuff. I promise you, almost like I'm his little boy. I'm the little boy that Daddy never had. You know, Ty, is that you? I don't know. Ty, if that's you, just come on in. Hey, Ro, good to see you. So at the end of the day, my daddy said to me, Nif, and I say this to y'all, don't ever be nobody's simple sucker Sam. That's what my daddy always told me. Don't be nobody's simple sucker Sam at all. When people see your heart, they see your hand, they see how God just continues to do things in you and through you. Sometimes people want that. They don't know that they have the same access to the Father that you got. But for whatever reason, they like to just go ahead and deal with you. At the end of the day, don't let nobody suck the life out of you. Happy New Year too, my Ro. Ty, you outside? If you are, just come on in. You should be able to come on in. Yeah, don't be everything for everybody and nothing to yourself. That's good. Ilka said it's okay to say no. It is. As we transition into 2025, y'all, be okay with your no. What else do you guys need to let go of? What else do you need to leave here? Can I tell you something else? Can I be honest with you? My attitude. Because when I recognize stuff, I will shift faster than a New York minute. The moment stuff is going on, I'm like, okay, you know what? And I just start getting in a funk. No. I am not going to let nobody shift my shondo in 2025 at all. My mind, my emotions, my spirit, everything concerning my very being will be at peace. And y'all, I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, it's not? Okay, hold on. What I'm going to do is, let me play this real quick and I'll just come open the door. Hold on one second. Y'all, this is what's going on. I need you guys to stay with me. Let me just go open the door real quick. Yeah, they will call you selfish, Ro. Okay, so look at what's happening on, what's the date? January 14th. Be right back. Y'all, I forgot to tell you guys, Pastor Jason Hendrickson, big shout out to him. He's going to be the one sitting in the hot seat for your girl while she's in school getting this law degree. Pastor Jason Hendrickson, Making All Things Matter podcast. Y'all start tuning into him as of January 14th. So when I tell you, as we transition into 2025, Tiffany needs an attitude check. There's things with me I need to check concerning me. I know I could be funky. I know there's times when I'm like, this person. Or This chick. You know, and I get like that. There's times when I see stuff, I'm not cool about it, and my whole disposition changes. I can't do that 2025 because how is somebody going to see God in me if I keep giving them me and not him? Just that simple. Rashima, good to see you. So it just gets to that point. Tiffany, do different, do better. 2025, make the right choices. Don't keep giving people more than they deserve. Give people grace, but don't give them more than what they deserve from you. Do what you've done in the past, this past week. Lead them to the rock, which is higher than I. I can't do nothing for you, man, but I know a God that can. It's the Father up in heaven, and at the end of the day, I can't do for you, but I'm praying. Just that simple. Just that simple. Y'all look at my guest over here in the building. Hey, Ty. How are you? That's good. I'm glad to see you. Y'all, this is Ty Gaines. That's not Shalonda. That's not Dr. Sesums. That's Ty, my girl Ty Gaines. Y'all, and she is just the queen of supporting everything Tiffany. And I am so, so grateful for her. When I say grateful, Ty, I love you. You have been just a light in so many dark places of my life. And you've just been the same. That's another thing, y'all. Get you somebody that's going to be consistent in your life. Because consistency helps you realize, you know what, there's somebody that I could trust. I thank you for allowing me to trust you and to be in your space. Oh, I love you, Ty. Let me see. I don't know what mic that is. Norm, which mic is that for Ty? Okay. If Ty, in 2025, as we get closer, thank you, Norm. Thank you, Norm. As we get closer to 2025, what do you plan on, like, doing different? Or if it's not doing different, what do you see yourself letting go of and leaving below here in 2024?
Well, specifically, I'm going to do me. So you say, what am I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do me. And I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to do everything me. And that'll be my top focus across the board and through God. Anything else that doesn't satisfy those two categories cannot stand with me because it's standing against me.
That's good. That's good. And when you say you're going to do you, what does that mean?
That means making sure that I'm well in every aspect, not just emotionally, not just mentally, not just physically, but everything. Whatever I want to do, I'm going to do because some people are leaving this place.
Left and right.
And so someone just said to me, you had a full day today. You should rest. I said, you should rest. I said, I'm going to go be with my sister.
Thank you, Ty.
Absolutely, because I'm going to do me.
Because you're going to do you.
That's right. And anything that I want to do, I'm going to do. And I appreciate the concern, but pray for me. And I'm going to keep doing what I want to do.
Ty, I so appreciate that. Stephanie Fields said, yes, Ty. Because that whole doing me piece, people mean well.
Yes.
People mean well.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, if I'm saying that I'm solid going to do this, it's because I have the strength to do it.
Absolutely. And I want to make memories, and I want to make sure that my dash between my dates is bold, and it speaks love to everyone that I know and that knows me. And so guess what? I'm not going to put it off. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to second guess. I'm going to do it.
You going to Ty? Listen, who was it? Jay Moss. I'm going to do it. That's the song by Jay Moss. If it's dun, 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 I'm going to do it. You hear that? Don't she sound sweet?
Oh, thank you.
Coming tonight, right?
Oh, I'm going to let her know. I didn't get a chance to let you know. I just hugged and kissed her at the door.
Yes.
But I'm going to let her know.
Absolutely.
She going to come.
Whatever Tiff say. That's right. Whatever Tiff say is what it is.
Ty, I said to somebody today that there was something I wanted to do.
Yes.
And the person, my mom, I'll just say who it is. It's my mom. I said, Ma, I'm going to do this. And I just got to do this. And once I do that, I can do this. And as she said, well, wait, why don't you be a little patient and just give yourself some time and then set up this, and this, and then you can go and do that. And I said, because I don't want to. And I had to feel comfortable saying, I don't want to. And if this is something that I need to do for me, then I have to go forward with doing it. Even though what you're saying is making a lot of sense, I'm not going to do that.
Absolutely.
I'm going to do what I think is going to bring me peace.
And it's important, Tiffany, I think, for me, that what's extremely important is that before I would actually say I can't, and I would put a comma and put because, I don't do that anymore. I cannot. I love you, and I will speak to you another time. Because what happens is when you give explanation, people have the opportunity to say if it's valid or if it's not. So it is a period. It is not a comma. It is not an exclamation point, and I'm not explaining. I'm just giving you information, and I'm going to continue to move.
I had to learn that, Ty. One of my exes, every time I would say, he would say, ask me a question, I would always say, oh, I can't because ... And he would say, Tiff, if you can't, you can't.
Exactly.
You don't have to give me a whole explanation and a story time.
Right.
And I'm like, okay. But there was always a part of me that just felt like I've needed to explain my why. And now I had my daddy in stitches. I said, Daddy, now my thing is all I can offer you is Jesus. My thing is now, may the Lord bless you real good. I'm praying for you. That's a tie. That's all I can do. May the Lord bless you. I'm praying for you. May God's grace and mercy and favor be yours.
Yes. And I love you anyway.
I do. I love you anyway, and it doesn't change anything. I just cannot.
That's it.
I had to give these two people these hard situations, and I'm like, dang, a part of me want to do this, but then, and one of them I was like, I can't because something don't seem right. I'm not being told everything. And I can't jeopardize
exactly
doing this when I don't even know the full details of that. And I just said, before I even wreck my brain, Lord, you ain't released me to do it. I ain't even going to pray about it. Let me send them to you. Exactly. And that's it.
Exactly. And Tiff, what you have to understand is that so many people have said, can you? And when I say I'm not able to, but I will pray for you, they say I'll call you back.
Girl, you should have seen the responses I got. I either just got a one-liner or a one-liner. And I'm okay with that. Yeah. I'm not mad at anybody. Hey, Lisha, good to see you. I'm not mad at anybody for that. And I hope that nobody feels a certain way that with me saying that I can't. But I'm limited for the next year because Tiffany needs to work on Tiffany. Tiffany needs to build up Tiffany's life. I have done a lot. Ty, I know how busy you are. You are like 5 billion times busier than me. And you have children. I don't have kids. And I'm like, God, can you get, Lord, send the people away. But at the end of the day, you have balance.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of times, even going into 2025, the transition, be intentional about having a balanced life. I plan on being intentional about having balance. Ty, I've learned a lot about people this year. A lot. And the one thing I will say is, y'all, 2025 should not look like 2024. Even if the people transition, not like die, but if they transition, it's going to be a hard pill to swallow. It might hurt. But one thing about God is that he heals all of our wounds.
Absolutely.
God is a healer of the brokenhearted. God is a mind regulator. He gets our mind back in order. What does the word say? The Bible says that he will keep us in perfect peace when our mind is stayed on him. And so if we transition our thought process to line up with God, we won't be living a life of pieces, but we will have perfect peace. Hey, Jeanette Smith, good to see you. Wanda said, it's powerful when we turn people back over to Jesus. We increase and they increase. Absolutely. Yeah. At the end of the day, Wanda, I've learned a lot this year. And at the end of the day, I don't have any beef with anybody. I'm no longer angry.
That's right.
I was angry up until a month ago. I'm no longer angry.
Great.
Hey, Tawana, good to see you. I'm no longer angry because I'm working on me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm not trying to fix nobody. I'm not trying to do more for this person than I could do for myself, knowing that I'm giving from an empty place. I can't do that no more. No,
Exactly.
I ain't trying to. I'm not trying to be everybody's superwoman.
Absolutely. And it's intentionality that we have to observe and not absorb.
That's good. Ty, did y'all hear what she just said? Ty, say that again so we could get it in our shondo.
It's important and is intentional for us to observe and not absorb.
Observe and not absorb.
Because people are going to show you who they are, but then when you take them into your spirit and into your place and into your heart, you're absorbing them, and it's not for you to do. Observe it, but not absorb it.
Observe it, but do not absorb it. Ty, and when you observe it, Ty, can I easily just say, you not absorbing it, don't feel guilty.
At all.
Don't feel guilty because you don't absorb what they want you to soak in. I like what you just said. Cousin, I see you. Yeah, I love that too, Lisha. I've never heard nobody say that. And that makes so much sense. And you know what? We ain't going to hell for that. Matter of fact, I think that's what God would want. Because the truth of the matter is, if we're consuming anything else more than him, we've now made that thing an idol.
That's it.
Whether it's giving somebody more time, whether it's giving money to people and not being consistent with giving it to him because we've given to people, whether it's spending time emotionally. God cares about our emotions. God cares about if our emotions are intact, because if our emotions are intact, we'll know how to, our emotions line up with our mental.
Absolutely.
We'll know how to be sound. If our emotions are off, guess what? Our mental is going to be off, and we can either go buck wild, go crazy. We lose our thought process. There's no clarity. Life becomes a fog. I'm glad you checked in. Happy New Year to you too, cousin. I love you. Up, my girl, Reverend Sylvia White Coleman. Good to see you, sis. Wanda Stanberry said that's very excellent. Observe, not absorb. She said that Jesus was a great observer of the human condition. He said what needed to be said and moved on.
Absolutely. Wow. And you have to remember that if you're a sponge and you're absorbing everything, you can't be used because you're full.
Because you're full. So it's safe to say that setting boundaries as to how you fill up and with what.
Absolutely.
How you fill up and the content of what you're being filled up with will determine your mental, spiritual, and emotion stability.
Absolutely.
Ty, I like that. Hey, Vernice, good to see you. I like that. That makes so much sense. 2025 should be a peaceful year for everybody. It should be peaceful. It shouldn't look like every year we should be getting better.
Absolutely.
Something I wrote in my journal the other morning. I'm going to read it to you. It was, where is it? Well, not my journal. but my notes, because I keep my phone in my bed with my Bible, and I sleep with my Bible in my notebook and a pen, and half the time they end up
on the other side.
On the other side, at the foot of the bed. That it fell over, but I have something at the bed to catch it. So, it's okay. But I had just said at 1:26 a.m., and my pastor said something similar to this. I said, God, my prayer is that in 2025, please do not give permission to repeat hurts. Because a lot of times the things that we go through, the devil has to get permission from God before he does anything. And so I'm like, God, can the permissions be different this year for 2025? Can you give the devil a little bit more no's?
Exactly.
I know you trust us and you know that our faith is going to stand, but would you be so kind, oh kind sir, and just say, not this time?
Absolutely.
Can 2025 not be any repeat hurts? But I also think that in order for them to not be repeated, Ty, we have to be solid in our choosing to say no.
Absolutely.
Because even though God might allow certain things to come our way, we have the choice to accept it or not.
Right. And if we're actually asking for his permission to be different, our position has to be different.
Absolutely. Our position has to be different. What position are we going to take when these things come our way?
That's right.
And here's the thing. The truth of the matter is, some people change overnight. Some people might change overnight. We've seen Jesus heal quick. We serve a God of the suddenly, but we also serve a God of the stillness, where you have to be that position. You have to be in a place of readiness.
Posture.
That posture. You have to be in that posture. And I think about even with Paul, before he became Paul and before he was converted, God didn't just change him overnight. It took 3 days. He was blinded for 3 days where all he could do is hear God.
Yes.
And so it's good to see you, Rashida Lee. No permission to repeat hurt. Not this time. Yes, indeed. No permission to repeat hurts. God wants our full attention. I think our hurts will be limited if we legit just trust God with ourselves versus thinking that we got the answers to everybody else's life and not focusing on our own.
And the thing is, we have to hold ourselves accountable. If we don't hold ourselves accountable to say, I'm not going to pick up that call. I'm not going to give an explanation. I'm just not. If we don't take that stance and we don't hold ourselves accountable, then a repeat will happen.
The repeat will happen. Bishop Gilliard talked about cycles. He talked about cycles. And I don't want that. No more. People who, I'm sorry, I got a lash in my eye. People who go back and forth to jail for doing something off or wrong are called repeat offenders. I want no more repeat offenses, and I don't want two things: accept repeat offenders and be the repeated offender. I don't want to be either one. I don't want it to happen to me, and I don't want to be that person.
Amen.
I want a whole new slate, and I'm so ready for that. I'm ready for a new slate in God. I'm ready for my mind to just be focused on Him. There's things that God wants us to do that we've gotten so distracted we haven't been able to do it. In 2025, Ty, I promised myself I would take myself more seriously.
Absolutely.
Because I have not. I have not. And in not doing so, it has cost me. It has cost me. You know what it's cost me? Me.
Yeah.
And so I want to encourage everyone that don't sacrifice yourself. Don't sacrifice yourself. Don't be part of your own sabotage. Don't self-sabotage. Thinking that, I just told my dad, I was telling Daddy about the situations that I was dealing with last week. And I said, Daddy, it would be good to help those people out if I could. I said, no, here's the thing. I can. It would be good to help them. But not all good things are God. And I had to be honest. Not all good things or doing good things is godly. Because now I could be putting myself in harm's way with one thing. And then the other thing could lead to possibly a repeated cycle.
Exactly. And you're actually allowing them to call on you. And he wants them to call on him.
If you call on Jesus, he will answer prayer. Yes, he will. Hey, Sniper. Hey, Rocky. Hey, Angela Ray. Yeah, it cost me. Vernice, listen, all of this stuff that I went through this year that I allowed, it cost me. I can't blame nobody for what I allowed. I can only be responsible for what I've done to people. The hurt that I've caused people. And the ones that I've hurt, I've apologized sincerely. I have. And I know they accept my apology. You know, I've apologized. But there's hi, twin Daphne. Good to see you. Rocky, I love you. When I think about why I hurt them, some of it was intentional. Some of it was not. This is different people. Some people were intentional because I straight up didn't care. I'm just going to be honest. Like, okay, and you deserved it. But then there's some where it's like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this. My heart didn't mean to do that. I am legit sorry. But guess what? 2025, my thing is, Tiff, how would God have you respond? So if you take you out of the equation, since you're this godly woman, how do you now respond?
Absolutely.
And I'm still going to listen to Wu-Tang.
As you should.
But I love God.
He loved Wu-Tang.
Yes, indeed. I was driving last week, Norm, blasting Winter Wars, and I sent a video. I sent a video to Fat Lace and was doing the lyrics to Winter Wars. That's, you know, he calls me Wu-Tang Tiffy Bees. He calls him Wu-Tang. Oh man, I'm gonna go off. One man ran, tried to get away from it. Put your bifocals on, watch me, I'm coming. Into your chambers like Freddie is a dream, and I'm gonna stop. Because I'm a big Wu-Tang fan. But I love Jesus. At the same time. But I learned, Tiffany, be accountable for what you do. And y'all, that's all I'm saying. 2025, make the right choices. If you do wrong by people, make it right. If they don't want to receive the right that you're trying to do, guess what? You did your very best. As long as you give your best to give them God in a mistake. As long as you say, I'm sorry. What can I do to make it better? I really didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. Make it right. And give them the opportunity to accept your apology or not. And the truth of the matter is, there's people I know owe me for sure. Not even an apology. Apologies.
Absolutely.
That they will never admit to, and God keeps showing me in my face that I was right. Amen.
As he will.
As he will. Elder David Green, how are you? Good to see you.
Hey,
so yeah.
Hey, Elder Green.
You see him on here? Yes. So my prayer for all of us, 2025, for years you guys heard the word authentic came up for years. Now the word is intentional. You know, everyone be intentional. I'm curious to see what the word is going to be 2025. Wu-Tang Clan is forever. But at the end of the day, for 2025, let the word be accountable. Let the word be, for transition, let's transition into accountability. Let's transition into being honest and saying, no, I cannot, when you know you can't. Let's be, as we transition into 2025, let's be sure of who we are and be okay with who we are. One thing about God, he allows us to have warranties.
Yes.
I posted the other day and said, for several people, warranty is expired. I ain't God. Let him deal with your warranty. Right now, I'm trying to work on my own. And I think this is where we all need to be. We have to get to a place where we work on ourselves and stop trying to fix everybody. Stop trying to save everybody. Y'all, I'm talking to me. Stop trying to save everybody. Stop trying to fix people. Ty, you and I, somebody needs something, they call us, we got them.
Absolutely.
That
is over. But God.
Like I said, I will point you right to the Father. So 2025, y'all, get yourself together. And sometimes getting yourself together means that you do your own work. It doesn't mean you rely on people's coattail. Doesn't mean that you look for people's money. It doesn't mean that you try to see what you can get from people. It means let me do the work and see what I need to do. Google is your best friend. Google will give you everything and anyone that you need. Hey, Will, good to see you. Stop trying to save everybody. The bus stops. Listen, Daff, can I tell you something, twin? The wheels of the bus that go round and round have just fallen off.
And cannot be put back on.
At the end of the day, no wins in Mikasa. Can't do it. It comes to a point where, listen, it's a no. It's a no. And y'all, we got to be okay again with our no. As we transition into 2025, because I'm getting ready to wrap up, be okay with your no. Be okay with telling people no. And don't feel bad. Don't feel guilty. I like what you said earlier, Ty. Say it again about the observe.
You should observe and not absorb.
Observe and not absorb. That thing there shifted my shondo. I felt God in that. Observe and not absorb. Be accountable. Can accountability please be the word for 2025? Y'all, regardless how good or bad, be accountable for your own stuff. Do not self-sabotage. 2025, we have given enough where you've emptied out. No. Allow yourself to be filling, not filled. Like Ty had said, allow yourself to get replenished and get added. Make sure you get the right content added. But guess what? Have those boundaries and balance. Don't fill up to the top where you have no capacity for what you need. And then 2025, what were we going to transition to? We said self-sabotage. We said accountability, observe and not absorb. And well, that self-sabotage and accountability, that's okay. Yeah, I came on early today. That's all right. Margaret Craddock, God bless you. Good to see you on here. So let's just say this. We're going to do better with us in 2025. We've done more than enough to do better for other people. And I posted on Facebook, I've taken a risk on people and I've taken a risk for people. Now I'm taking a risk on me and I'm taking a risk for me. And again, in 2025, I don't want to discourage nobody, but Edna Moat said no capes. I don't have no capes. She said capes kill. And so this is the year that we should be focused on working on a better version of who we are. It's not about a house. It's not about a car. It's not about a boo or a bae. It's about what do I need to do with my heart that's going to be pleasing to God. Allow me to be in the will of God where I can fulfill the purpose that he has lined up for me. And that is my prayer for y'all for the rest of the year. So God bless you. God keep you. May the Lord's face, and that's what I'm going to tell people too when they ask me for money. God bless you. God keep you. May the Lord's face shine upon you, and may the Lord give you peace. Yes, Norm. All right, y'all. Listen. That's right, Will. Okay, y'all. God bless you. I hope you guys have an amazing new year. Your girl is out. I will see you when I get this Lord to be right, Norm. I probably will. I'll be on somebody's show. I'll be on somebody's show. All right, y'all. Happy New Year, everybody. Yeah, that's right. Y'all, let me show you again. Hold on. Let me do the black girl pop. Hold on. And you know, we got the one, the only Pastor Jason Hendrickson. Yes, Pastor Jason. And I'm excited. Pastor Jason Hendrickson is going to be taking over the Making Me Matter radio show, and his show is going to be called Making All Things Matter podcast, starting January 14th, 8:30 p.m. every Tuesday night. So it's nothing new to you guys. It's the same time that the regular Making Me Matter show come on, except the title is different, and it's going to be done the way he would do this show. I pray that the Lord continues to keep y'all, and that you guys have an amazing, amazing start to your new year. Toodaloo-doo. See you soon. TCustoms.com